Hey guys, welcome to WhiskyWise with me, Jason, where we're bringing you whiskey review number 22, which is going to cover the Glenmorangie Nectar, which I've got over here. I'll just show you guys on screen. Hopefully the autofocus did work on that. So the Glenmorangie Nectar is part of the core range, which is also part of these ones, the La Santa Original and the Quinta Ruben. And the La Santa completes the 4 in the core range. So let's pour myself a dram and then we'll get to the review, because I have reviewed the last 3, and then what I might do is review all 4 together. That'll be kind of an interesting. I've not seen anyone do that yet, so we might do that in a upcoming video. For now, the Nectar. So the Nectar is, in terms of my review style, it is a 12-year-old whiskey. It is bottled at 46% ABV, and it is also non-chill filtered. Now, the cask selection they do use in the Nectar are the American White Oak ex-bourbon cask, which the whiskey has matured in for at least 10 years before it has been transferred into Sauternes dessert wine casks. Now, if you haven't heard of that wine, it's a white wine, very light, like a yellowy colour to it, and it gives a very nice, it's a dessert wine basically, so that gives it the 12-year-old age statement. The distillery is the Glenmorangie Distillery, and they are owned by Louis Vuitton Moet Hennessy, and they're based in the Highlands in Scotland. So you have a little bit of an idea where they are. Now, if you haven't missed the other video reviews, be sure to check them out. I'll leave them at the end of the video on here. So, in terms of the price point of view we're looking at, this whiskey is around about £50 onwards to 60. I have seen one shop in my local area which is off license, which sold this bottle for £35 to me because I bought 4. But yeah, it's £35 each, but normally it's around about £50 to £60. So I did buy quite a few of these bottles because it was something I was interested in at the time. So anyway, exclusivity wise, this whiskey is not exclusive. You can get it all around the world because it is part of their core range. And in terms of colouring, no colouring added to this whiskey. It is all natural colour and non-chill filtered. So, let's get to our overall assessment of this whiskey. Now, I'll hold this whiskey up over there. Hopefully you can see it ever so slightly. Will it focus a little bit? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section of the colour, but I think this does have an ever so slight, you can see sort of a light pinkish to it, but you can see more towards the ambery gold. So it does have a very nice colour to this whiskey, and it was all natural colour. So let's get on to the assessment of the whiskey. Off the nose. So straight away off the nose, I'm picking out on those apricots, and this is not dried apricots, this is fresh apricots, picked, very juicy. I'm getting malted biscuits. Like, if you guys, it takes me back to my childhood where you'd have milk biscuits, there's malted biscuits, as I was told. Then you're having honey and honeycomb, very rich, like you're biting into the honey. And also sultanas there right on the end. And I'm getting a slight citrus note, but I'm not exactly sure to which citrus, so I'm going to have another nose. So, off the second nosing, I'm actually picking out more to a lime. I was thinking initially it was like a lemon, but then it wasn't as powerful as a lemon, so I'm getting that lime feel to it. So, lime, malted biscuits, apricots, and also honey and sultanas. And it feels actually like the honey is wrapped over the sultanas. It gives you that very nice sweetness to the nose. So, let's move on next to the palate of this whiskey. So, first impressions off the palate. I pick out, I'm getting more spice. It's more towards a nutmeg. Then I'm also working its way in, and it goes into a warmth spice. It goes into ginger. And then I'm getting that little bit of maltiness coming back, and lemon juice filling the palate with that slight citrus zing to it. And it's not lemon zest or anything like that. This is actually the juice. Really, really nice stuff, but that honey sweetness is still there. It stays very consistent from the nose to the palate. So let's finally assess the finish of this whiskey. So this is where this whiskey, in my opinion, personally excels. The finish for this whiskey is very creamy, like creamy coconut. More towards creamy coconut milk. But it takes me back to almost 9 years ago when I was in India. You crack it open, you get that coconut milk, that very rich character. I'm getting also vanilla custard and a little bit of spice over there, a bit of cinnamon on the end. I'm gonna have a second sip because I'm really enjoying this. So right at the end there, after getting all that vanilla, it's very creamy as well. I'm getting also a slight lemon and lime marmalade. It's infused, like it gives you a little bit of honey character to it, which is really, really delightful and something I'm really enjoying. So it's time for me to give my overall comments, but first I must say that the finish on this whiskey, it starts off very rich, very fruity, very thick texture, but it's gone and it ends sort of, it's like going up and then just boom. I wish it lasted longer. That's something that I'd like to see in the future if they did ever do another Sauternes cask finish. But wow, this whiskey is really good stuff. Overall, my rating for this whiskey, I'm going to give it. I'm going to give this an 87. Now the reason I'm going to give this video, well this actual whiskey, it's 87 out of 100 is because that finish, it was just so enjoyable, and then just the way it suddenly dropped abruptly, I feel that just sort of ruined the whole thing. I would have gone into the early 90s for this one, early to mid 90s for this one. This one was so good. Just that finish cut there, and I was just like, no. And I've tried a couple other Sauternes cask finishes like the Arran and the Glenmorangie, but I'll leave that for another video. So 87 out of 100. Let me know if you've tried the Nectar d'Or, or if you haven't been able to find it, let me know. I'll leave a link in my blog and you can check out websites that deliver worldwide. But this is a whiskey I'm enjoying, and I'm going to finish off this last bit. So if this has been Jason from WhiskyWise, be sure to check out the other videos which I'll leave over here, my subscribe button which is over there. Drop the video a like if you have enjoyed, and also check out my blog and follow me on Twitter because I can get back to you as quickly as possible. And if you're in London, let me know. I'll make a whole set of these and I'll bring them down. So anyway, this has been Jason from WhiskyWise, Solange, and I'll catch you all for the next video.